just do your thing and be cool. Cause I know exactly whose I am. Don't worry about it, homie, do you. Cause I've been rapping for a minute now. Used to walk around dead, but I'm living now. I'm just being myself. And evidently people gon' hate when you coming with a different sound. So don't question me about my thing. Just do your thing and be cool. Cause I know exactly whose I am. Don't worry about it, homie, do you. Cause I've been rapping for a minute now. Used to walk around dead, but I'm living now. I'm just being myself. And evidently people gon' hate when you coming with a different sound. What's up, my tokers, jokers, and smokers? Welcome back to another edition of the Daily Chronicles. Today, y'all, I have in the house ARTIFAS. I got Mikey, Scotty, and Cody in the house, y'all. ARTIFAS, what's up, man? How y'all been? You guys been busy as shit. Thanks for coming on the show.
Dude, thanks for having us, man. It's we've been just staying busy lately and just getting things out there and getting the new music out there and getting some tours planned. And we're stoked to be here, man. We always like hanging out with you, and we like being a part of this. So let's make a good show.
Absolutely, man. Let's go ahead and introduce each other. You know, kind of let people know who is and what's up. Mikey, give a shout out.
Yo, what's up? Mikey, I play guitar for ARTIFAS.
Ant, give a shout out.
This is Ant. I play bass for ARTIFAS.
Cody.
I'm Cody. I play guitar, sing backup vocals.
And Scotty.
I'm Scotty. I'm lead singer for ARTIFAS. What's up, guys?
Oh man, love it, dude. I gotta lie, like, every time I look at you, Ant, it looks like you shave your head. I don't know why. Man. You haven't. And look at those.
And then he's got all that
like,
hair.
but
It's all there.
That actually, they're a lot better. That's some production value right there, is what that is.
I need to get the side shaved. That's happening this weekend.
Right. So tell me a little bit about like what ARTIFAS kind of did during COVID. Like, you know, what happened? You know, I know that hurt you a little bit, didn't it? It hurt everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I think for all of us, it just kind of put the brakes on a lot of things. So we had to, think about how we were going to use that time. And luckily, we got kind of lucky when it hit was when we were in the process of making this record. And it kind of allowed us time to really finish it, make it how we wanted to, and spend all the time we wanted to on it and get everything planned to put it out and, set up some new deals, handle some business. Like, we stayed really busy still, and as soon as we were able to tour again, we jumped back on the road.
Absolutely. I mean, it's watching it from like my perspective, as a fan and a friend, I'm seeing not just like, the ARTIFAS page going, well, shit, COVID, and stuff like that. And then you jump back into tours. Didn't you guys tour with Nonpoint not too long ago?
Mm-hmm. In January.
January, I believe it was.
How was that? That just happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. Those guys are super cool, man. They still just throw down, and it's I think all of us, grew up listening to them at some point, and for me, it was just kind of nostalgic and a little bit of a dream come true. It was a cool time.
Hell yeah. So put me kind of like in the mindset of like, all right, like, you got to survive as a band, obviously, during COVID. Duh. Well, everyone knows that, and you got to keep going, keep recording and stuff. But like, once you finished recording, like, Reflections, once you were done, you're like, oh my God, like, stop, turn 180, look back at it. Tell me how that feels,
You mean the completion of the record?
Yeah. Like, how did it feel to just have it done? Like,
oh God,
COVID,
That was like the biggest weight I think I've ever had lifted off of my shoulders in my entire life. Because it took us, almost 2 years to make the record from the time we first started conceiving some of the ideas until the actual mixed product was done. So it definitely felt like it was a record that was never going to get finished.
It seemed like the finish line, or there was like a button that you could just press to finish it all, and it felt like we were staring at that for just months on end. It
was pretty great though. It was very relieving to finally get it completed.
So like, tell me about the hit song, Left Me for Dead.
You know, I mean, we got a clip, you know, we're going to play the music video here in a second, but tell me the inspiration, like who wrote it, like what happened there, like, because the music video tells a story, obviously. And so I'm guessing that the story was probably, you know, an interpretation, or is it something that you guys wrote specifically for the song?
So when it comes to writing, we all write together. You know, some like I don't. Anytime we write, it's like we come up with these riff ideas,
Hmm.
and then we get together in a room and we start building the song out, and then we start talking about lyrics and you know the story that we want behind it, and you know it might be inspired by one person's experiences, but we find a way to all of us to be able to incorporate our own experiences into the lyrics. That way, the lyrics are 100% relatable in telling all of our stories.
Hmm.
And you know, so this song was about you know betrayal and betrayal coming from somebody you least expected to. You know, somebody you just never thought would let you down. And as it came to making the music video, I just had an idea one day about burying each other, and and you know the song "Believe Me for Dead." The song like starts, you know, the opening track "Lament" is kind of like I called it at first the funeral march, you know. So it's just
Yeah.
kind of a dark song, and so I called Cody one day, and I was on my way just driving, and I said, "Hey man, I think we should do a music video where we bury each other." And then probably like you know, 5, 10 minutes later, Cody calls me back and he's like, but what, hear me out. What if we bury ourselves? And I was just like, yes, dude, that's what we're doing. And so it just kind of went from there.
There you go. It's a really good video. I mean, you guys want to take a look?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Guys, that is an amazing video. Seriously, like that.
Thank you.
It's entertaining every single time I watch it. Seriously, and whoever shot that cinematically, dude, give them a shout out right now. That shit's fucking amazing. Can you hear me?
Hotkey Studios.
Okay.
I was gonna let somebody else take it for a minute.
I'm just trying to play off the delay here, trying not to step on
Remember.
everybody's
Sorry.
toes.
No, but Hotkey Studios in Memphis, they did an awesome job. Those guys were great. We did that video with them as well as the safe video, and yeah, they did a fantastic job. We couldn't have been happier with them.
Well, hell yeah. Yeah, no, the delay's there and we can play off of it. All that's cool. Again, I'm going to edit it. So, it's not even it's like a live cut the tape.
Right on.
So, I just look at it and write down, okay, 11:33, Coda took his dick out again. You know what I mean? Like, and make those fucking notes and shit or whatever. But I actually, if you don't mind, I came up with like some questions for each of you while watching that video, if that's cool. I know that's kind of off
Absolutely.
the wall, but I'm baked as shit. So we're going to do
Let's
it.
go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man.
But this one goes for Mikey. Mikey, I got a question. Like that guitar that you use in that video, what is it?
The Strandberg, the
Okay.
Swedish guitar.
Dude, it that is an axe. If any, it's fucking amazing. Like I looked at it, I was like, I want one. I don't even play guitar, but I want one. I'll tell you right now. Like that's I want it. I want it
I
hanging
love
on the fucking wall. No, but
Yeah, everybody. So many people after a show come up to me and ask me about it. Like, it's a hot topic.
that's dude. They're gonna sell 1,000 of them. Seriously, more people need to fucking play it. It just looked like it. Like I looked like I wanted to play guitar. Like it was a really good guitar, man. Like it was really, really fucking sweet. Cody,
Hey,
question.
I'll back that guitar too. By the way, when Mikey first brought it over, I was like, man, this thing's weird. And then I sat down with it, and even the neck of it is like completely different from any other neck I've ever felt. It's almost like, what kind of shape would you call that, Mikey?
Like a trapezoid.
Yeah, like a trapezoid on the back. It's so weird. It's not round.
Okay.
But man, after like 15, 20 minutes with it, he came back in and I was just like, this thing is amazing. It was one of the best playing guitars I've ever played.
Dude, it
For
looks
sure.
like it would be. You know what I mean? It looks like a warlock's axe. If you know what I mean, like it does.
I actually think I saw Mikey out back chopping a tree down with it one time.
How do you make? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Cody, so the hair in the video, man, like, did you have to curl it or is it naturally that curly?
That was just what had happened after we'd been out there headbanging in the rain for about 3 hours. I woke up like this.
I woke up like this. I love it, man. Ant, so did my mic cut out or was that everybody else?
I can hear
Nope, I got you.
Okay, we're good. We're good. So, Ant, do me a favor. Like, if you have to play a song 1,000 times, what's the easiest way to like look at it? And I say this, obviously knowing your previous albums and stuff, like Inhuman, which was the album I believe previously before this one, right?
Yeah.
I saw you guys in Michigan doing that. My thing is like I was looking at it, so I've seen you perform, live. I've seen the music videos. I've seen all the stuff you do, and Ant, like, every single time you're jumping around, like, dude, you don't fucking stand still. Like, I love it, but like, how do you find the energy? Like, do you just like save it up for that moment, or
It just kind of happens, honestly.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
He just flicks that hair, you know what I'm saying?
just
It's
like
all in
just
the
to,
hair. It's all in
just
the
to be
hair.
able to do it like every night consistently. Like, I mean, we definitely have probably a couple nights where we slack off after if we've been on like maybe a 4 or 5 day run and it's the last day and we're all shit tired, but we still give it our all, like the energy that we all like produce on stage. We're just a really active live band.
There it is. There it is. I mean, and that's the thing, like, that's how you have to look at it, playing, a song 1,000 times. Because you're like,
Mhm.
okay, we wrote a song, cool. We're not going to just play this 5 or 6 times. Like, we're going to have to play this and
I
beat
mean,
the
in
piss
my
out of it.
opinion, the playing part is the fun part, not so
This is
much the
true.
writing part. Like, I know writing can be fun, but for me, like, writing is kind of more like the hard work you have to put in to be able to enjoy it afterwards. So when it finally comes time to play it 8 million times, that's the best part.
Yeah,
Oh,
you better
absolutely.
like it.
Oh, exactly. And that's the thing, chefs do the exact same thing. We'll come up with a specific recipe or a menu or something, and then it's like, great, that's cool, but can you do that 9,500 times? You know what I mean? Or can you do that until it's, not in season anymore? Like there's just dishes that like I don't want to like cook. Fuck. Everybody's like, hey, what's your favorite
Yeah.
dish to make? Nothing and everything I don't have to. Yeah,
I mean,
I
that
love those.
definitely applies to, maybe certain songwriting approaches, I guess, like genres. There's definitely genres that we're not trying to sound like, I guess. So, but when it comes time to play the songs that we've already written, it's usually met with a lot of enthusiasm.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. What's your favorite song on your previous album? Anyone?
Drowning with You is my favorite off of any previous stuff.
Oh, um, shit, that is hard, man.
It is. It is.
I don't know. I guess Blood for Blood might be one of my favorites.
I
I'm
like
gonna
I
go.
like
I'm
Blood
gonna
for Blood.
go out of the
Resurrect
box.
Me.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna go out of the box and say "Coming Undone."
See, that one was
Nice.
one I thought about too.
Okay.
That is a good one. Anthony coming in with the secret
So there's
jams.
half the album. I mean that worked out pretty well. But no, it was a really good album. Seriously, like I'm not gonna lie to you. It was on play, like behind me, like kind of in spirit when I worked in the kitchen. Seriously, it had really good flow, guys. I like the
Oh yeah.
cadence. I like the way that it just pumps you up, man. It tells a story, and I remember the show at, I believe it was the Machine Shop. Yeah, it was Machine Shop, and the entire show amazed me and impressed me. Seriously, it did. Given the circumstance in my end of things, but we won't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? The fact is, I was enjoying the show, and I was awestruck. I really was. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, not only do I know who these little fuckers are, like this is fucking great. Like, seriously, I'm wildly entertained. And then, Scotty, to tie it off, you said, "If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands." And the lights went out. I was like, "Fuck him."
Well, that
Like,
was
I was
just
like,
pure
"Fuck that
coincidence
guy."
because usually it's like he says that and then we just awkwardly walk off stage.
Shock value, I'll take it. But you know what I mean. But seriously, kudos to you guys. And ever since, like you've been literally in a bunch of my playlists, like and like it helps me think. It really does. Like it's I'll hear Clover every now and then, and I'm like, okay. But the downside to your music, because there's always a downside. Go like, come on, they say don't meet your heroes. You fucking make me miss the Driftwood State. Seriously.
Yeah. Right on, man.
I mean, when we come to film down there, we're definitely gonna have to, swing by and say something for sure.
Oh, we're
'Cause,
gonna have to hang out, man.
oh
We're gonna
yeah,
have to do another episode of Tennessee style.
we'll have to. We'll have to.
I want to
Sunbelt
revisit
edition.
that Driftwood State comment. I didn't even know that was a thing.
One more time.
I
Tennessee's the
like it,
Driftwood State?
Yeah, 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 yeah. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
but I
Mhm.
like it.
I like
I
it
mean,
too.
yeah,
Makes
yeah.
it sound
That's
even a little bit more redneck.
I got a
a
question
little
for
bit.
you, man.
What's up?
Do you feel like when you cook, like your dishes or whatever you're cooking is inspired by what you're listening to?
Yes, yes,
Interesting.
100%. 100%. Like I've
That's
got
what's
some
up.
stuff. Like you know what? As a matter of fact, to show you how fucking weird chefs are, I actually do remember two dishes that I have pictures of that I'll throw up, right about now. I'll hear it and I'll flash them on the screen. Right, bloop, 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 science magic. We can't do it here, but anyways. But I'll throw them up on the screen right here. And those two dishes specifically, I was actually listening to Inhuman.
Oh, that's what's
Nice.
up,
Yeah,
man.
like
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not trying to. It's not fucking weird. Like my girlfriend was there. My dogs, if they could speak, would tell you the same thing.
Bro,
I
you
had
could
my
tell me you were
headphones
beating
on.
off by listening to us, and even though that'd be totally weird, I'd be here for it.
I'd be
Whatever,
like,
dude.
sweet.
As long as you're listening, bro, that's all I care about.
That being said, make sure you guys go check out the new album Reflections, dude. It's out now. Go pick it up. However you get your music, definitely give back to them. Also, I heard y'all got some exclusive merch that was like literally dropped in my lap today and was like, you got to mention this. So there's merch, like brand new exclusive merch only on their website. That's just artifice.com. If you can't spell it, look below you. It's scrolling. Pause the video. We'll wait. And we're back. That shouldn't have had to happen, but you live in America and people are like that. No, it's cool. But you guys, seriously, I like watching my friends accomplish things, okay, that's the greatest fucking feeling, like
No
just know
doubt.
that no matter what, y'all are just gonna keep fucking cranking it out. And here's the thing, rock stars, and I was talking to Mikey a couple days ago about this, rock stars are hard as shit to kill. This is the truth. This
We're
is
too
the
stubborn.
I guess it depends on the ones you're talking about, but sure.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, there are some that kind of like, they're taken too early. The 27 Club. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
a thing
man.
for a reason. And then there are the ones that are just older than time itself.
Looking
Yeah,
at
You
you,
no
know?
Keith
doubt.
Richards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's. I'm glad to see that you made it out through COVID. There's a couple of other metal bands, 12 Foot Ninja. They kind of parted ways with their
Mm.
singer, and things
I
like
was
that. All that shit
destroyed.
happens.
Yeah, that broke my heart a little bit.
Yeah. What was it? Oh shit. Oh, Pink is the New Black is their song.
Not
Every
familiar.
time I die, every time I die,
Oh
their
yeah,
lead singer
yeah.
parted ways with them, and I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
man. And then it just started happening, and I'm glad to see that Artifice made it out through the other side. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it wasn't always so certain that we would. We definitely were met with our fair share of challenges, but
Mhm.
I mean, time and time again, when we have to come together and have the conversation about, what we want from our lives and what our goals are, we always end up, in the same place in this
Absolutely,
band and
Absolutely.
trying to make music. So,
absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of making music, I mean, where do you guys see Artifice in 5 years? What do you rather? I should ask the question: what would you like to see Artifice accomplish in 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I would like to be headlining at least some big clubs that we can pack out. That'd be great, and to be put on all these festivals and be hitting that circuit hard, and you know, able to pay the bills. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
and we're just trying to grow, honestly. Like, I don't really see, 5 years from now when I look down the road, it doesn't really look too different. Hopefully we have a lot more fans and, well, there's a lot more people at our shows and in all that sense, a lot more listeners. But I don't really see, things with us changing or anything like that. We're just out here trying to play music, and hopefully 5 years from now we're still doing that.
Absolutely.
And you know what, that's my point. You're still going to be here in 5 years. That's what I'm saying. People are not like,
Yeah.
no, 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 you can't stop Artifice. Like, that's the thing, like, you can't stop it. Listen, if you listen to a local radio station, call the radio station, ask them to play this. Seriously, ask for the new album Reflections. Make sure that you check it out. It's just the right thing to do.
It is. I
It
agree with
is.
that statement 100%.
Pay it forward.
Just do
Yeah.
the right thing.
Do the right thing. Just like play anything by Artifice. A, B, yo, if you ain't got that Reflections, you should be banging that shit. That's the point. Seriously,
That's
like,
it.
when I listen to Leave Me for Dead, seriously, I do hear. It feels like something you would be banging in a car, in a car ride, just like windows
Yeah, man.
down, that Tennessee weather just whipping. It's something about that, man. It's something about that, you know. But
Man, that just reminded me, it's getting warm. I might have to ride around town and pull my windows down when it gets warm and start blasting some
Bro,
artifice.
bro, it's
there you
like
go.
45 today. What are you
Well,
talking
it
about?
was warm the other day. It's supposed to get warm again next week. Okay, I can't help it. Tennessee's weather's bipolar.
You're not the only one, man. Climate control is a thing. Let me tell you, Michigan can't figure out what the hell it's doing. I'll be honest with you. But
If
45
climate
degrees, that's
control was a
t-shirt weather
thing,
for
then we
us.
maybe would have more control over the climate, and it
This is
wouldn't
true.
be 50 degrees one day and 0 the next.
This is true. This is true. Pimp don't know what to wear in this weather,
Really?
huh? Rain jacket and a fur coat on. No.
You really
Yeah.
got to, though.
But no, I appreciate you guys coming on. Seriously, like, from what I heard, you guys are working on some shit. What do you got coming up soon?
Nothing we can talk about too much, but just lots of tour dates. We will be going to NAMM in June and doing a little bit of demoing and showcasing for Monster Pro Audio. But yeah, just show dates, pushing this record, and hopefully just having the opportunity to hang out with a lot more people.
Absolutely. Touring, yeah, that's what what I was trying to get at, y'all. It's opening up, like, things are post COVID now, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like you get to go to these shows and feel the energy and stuff like that. Like, that's important to an artist or a musician or a rock star, however you want to look at. It's important for that people be there to feed off of. Just imagine, like, being at a sports game, being an athlete, and not having a crowd.
I mean, you
Yeah,
talked to
man.
Anthony about, the energy on stage, and that
Mhm.
is definitely a multiplier because if there's, 800 to, 8,000 people in the room, the energy level is significantly higher than it would be otherwise.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's the hair. It's the hair. It's got to be.
It is. It's the hair.
It's the hair. But I can't thank you guys enough for coming on the show today. I know you guys are busier and shit. There's a lot more to being a musician. And it's not all glamour and fantastic hair and fingernails being painted and all that fun cool shit. No, I love it. Seriously, I love you guys.
Man, thank you for having us, dude.
Absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
we'll be back anytime. You're always welcome at our shows. You always got a backstage pass waiting on you, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We'll have to definitely share some love soon. You know what I'm saying, guys? You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, if you had to say like your first times, ever consuming, not that it ever happened in Tennessee, they were just on tour in Michigan.
I
Y'all
remember
said they
mine.
did. It was in Michigan. So your first time consuming cannabis, what was it, Cody?
I was with Scotty at my apartment in 2011. And actually, no, I take that back. That was the second time. That was the first time I actually enjoyed it. The first time I actually tried it, it was my 18th birthday, and I was at a house party, and somebody handed it to me, and they were like, "Here," and I like tried it, and I don't really remember feeling anything, but then when I think back on it, I did spend the rest of the night puking in my shower. So I was drinking a lot of Bacardi 151 with it, so I was, presumably drunk, but also probably very stoned.
We don't like booze.
Well, it
And
does.
mine
It
would
does
have
now. I prefer a nice solid crossfade now, but back then not so much.
I think mine would have to be New Year's Eve of 2005. 2000
How do you
yeah,
remember that?
2004. Because we had a party at my house. I was in college. We had this big party at my house, and one of my buddies hit me up and was like, "Hey, you want to go smoke?" And it was like our first time going, and we went over there. And he had the big 2 liter bottle, gravity bong, and that was the first thing
Face
I ever
blaster.
ripped. And I was on the floor. I was just like, I can't move. Like we're the New Year's Eve party is now here, like. And then we get back in my buddy's car, and we're driving back. He's driving back to my house, and he was like, "Man, I'm scared I'm gonna get pulled over," And I was just like, "Well, you're going 20 and a 45, so like,
High probability.
speed it up, man." But yeah, first experience was the big 2 liter Pepsi bottle. It was wild.
Gravity bong kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's a hard one to
Dangerous.
take to the head. I'll be honest with you.
Dangerous.
yeah.
Aunt, what'd you do?
Mine's a lot less glamorous and awesome. I just started smoking weed because the chick I was dating at the time was smoking, and I didn't want to be a loser.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hey,
That's
man.
peer pressure at
I
its
love
best,
that.
dog.
I've never.
I will do anything for love.
Yeah, and then we broke up. So
And then we broke up.
Hey, well, you got something good out of it.
This is
I-
true. This is true.
true.
Mary Jane, once you fall in love with that woman,
There's
she'll
our
never
sound
go
guy.
away.
There's our sound guy, Chris.
What up, dude?
What up, Chris?
Oh, that beard, I don't miss it. It looks like we lost Mikey, didn't we?
Looks like it.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
man,
he'll be back
Mikey
in a
went
second.
away.
But yeah, no. So it's interesting.
I could
because, like,
probably help tell Mikey's story because he wasn't smoking a
what?
lot of weed before he joined this band. I remember when he auditioned, we were like, "Do you smoke weed?" He was like, "No, not really." And we were like, "Well, you're gonna now."
You're gonna now, Mikey.
Mikey!
We started your story.
I lost audio for some reason.
You're all right.
I was telling him that I don't know your first time, but I know that you were really smoking a lot when you came to the band, and then you were.
Yeah,
Then
that's it. I was gonna say that's my first time about 8 years ago when I joined this band.
That was the first time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Dang. That's
I
wild.
don't even remember like where it was. Oh, it was
Arkansas, probably.
no, yeah, it was in Arkansas, and when we were, who was that guy we went to visit? Rick.
I don't know.
You-
Can't say his
or
last
maybe
name
it was
though.
Mickey.
Dad, don't incriminate him.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, yeah.
Like,
There's a lot of
Let's
Ricks
go with
out there.
Richard.
Some of the story's not going to end up happening. Where no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Something like that.
What about you, man?
Oh, it's something that I've talked about, like, because I've become a cannabis activist here in Michigan, so it's that's always a question, but y'all don't know, so it's going to be funny. So I moved to Michigan when I was young, obviously. So, but I didn't smoke any weed, but I was around it in Tennessee, like it's everywhere, it's there. Let's face it, people have been doing this for years, anyways, right? So I moved to Michigan, fast forward, I'm like 12, 13 years old, and I got a hold of a joint, because everybody does, right? And I was going to smoke a joint in the garage of my house. Now, my bedroom backed up to it, so I could easily, 1,000 times I've done this, And my dad was at work for the afternoon. He just left. My mom was in Tennessee visiting family. No one was there. Like, it was the perfect crime. This was about to be a fantastic night of World of Warcraft, cooking shit, and probably whatever else I wanted to do on just a random ass day that I got off. I'm going to enjoy this shit, right?
Yeah, right.
Sure.
I don't hear a garage door. I don't hear anything. Somehow my dad apparently lost his wallet, forgot his wallet. The story goes, he forgot his wallet allegedly and popped a tire and then walked back to the house to get his wallet so he could go fix that and go to work.
So he was already pissed when you showed up.
Right. So really, on his way home when he was walking, he just called into work. Like, he just, that's the truth of it. But that's not what I found that out later. But that's I just sparked up, y'all. I'm talking like it was a nice doob. I took my time listening to my fucking ska music back then. You know what I'm saying? Like punk rock boys rolling it up. Two
real big.
So you were already listening to ska music, but you were not yet smoking weed. How does that work?
Listen, we don't question things that happen in life.
It's usually the opposite way around. Usually you smoke first and then you like ska.
You're absolutely correct. I fucking backflipped into it by accident, really, to tell you the truth. A lot of it has to do with the people that I was hanging around with and the girl I was dating. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna fucking call that out. But so I'm in there. I just sparked this shit up, and I turn around. I didn't even hear him open the door, and boom, we lock eyes. And he goes, "What's that?" I can't fucking lie. I know he smells it. You know what I'm saying? He's just this wall of ferocity in front of me. I was like, I'm fucked. I'm going to juvie. Like, everything happened in my head. I'm now a criminal, and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, my dad is straight edge. I'm fucked. He's the one that makes the rules. And so he goes, give it to me. And here you go. The next few seconds that happened, I still don't believe had I not seen it. This motherfucker takes the biggest draw off that. I mean, he's just killing it like it was a cigarette, and then just blows it, dragon breath, just all out in front. I'm just like, oh. He goes, this is some weak shit. Throws it down, stomps it out. He goes, don't tell your mother. So I had to sit in my bedroom, still kind of just like paranoid high, as my dad romps around in the kitchen like a fucking bear because he's stoned out of his goddamn mind because he hadn't smoked in 20 years. You know what I mean? And I walk out into a mess, and then he goes, by the way, that is your fault, and then proceeds to leave the house.
That's hilarious.
So the kitchen's just all there's mayonnaise and mustard. It was fucking terrible. And I'm just like, well, I'm gonna clean that up. You know what I mean?
Like, ruining my high, Dad. Jeez.
Yep. He never told my mom. She's like, no, the first time I knew that you smoked weed is, you were like 20, 30 years old. You came around, and I smelled it, but you're an adult. You're out of my house. What am I going to do? I was like, if only you knew.
That's a pretty wild first time there, man.
Yeah. It's a good story, and I had to amp it up a little bit. Had to give you the full experience, a couple people, they love that shit. They love knowing the first time, especially for people that, deal with this. And it's medicinal, man. That's the main reason, we're all on here. It's saving lives, bro. Like, literally there are, cancer killing compounds in cannabis. That wasn't a twist or, literacy or anything like that, but alliteration, but that's the truth, y'all. Cannabis heals. And obviously it helps make some goddamn good music. You know what I'm saying, y'all?
Right on, man.
ARTIFAS. Thank you so much for coming on the show today, guys. Seriously, Scotty, Mikey, Ant, Cody, Wormboy,
That's me.
I got it in. I got it in.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks, Rodney.
it
We
in.
appreciate it, brother.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you guys. All right, my tokers, my jokers, my smokers. This has been the artifice enhanced, infused, if you will, edition of the Daily Chronicles, y'all. I'll catch you on the flip, y'all. Peace!